Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to another Scatter Love Tarot Pick a Card reading. Today we are going to go into how and when will you become successful. I was really guided to this as a channeled message, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. I do want to apologize for my nails. I'm going to be doing those soon, but hang with me. It's been a crazy week. I have a little bit new setup. Actually, you're a lot further away than I'm used to. But I got a new stand, and so I'm trying it out. I actually really like it. It's a lot more stable. You won't be moving around quite so much as you were before. At least I hope. We will definitely find out more. So as you are connected to this table, and I can make it move. Anyways, I want to say thank you so very much to anyone and everyone that has supported me. I'm truly honored and so blessed to have you here as a part of this journey. And for those of you that are joining me for the first time, welcome. This is a safe space for you to be as you are. We are all human, and I ask that you come as your true, authentic self in this space, and just welcome. If you are interested in supporting the channel further, you will find all the links necessary below in the description box, where you can email me for a private reading where I will get you out some more information, as well as scheduling options. And also, if you're interested, check me out on my podcast at Scatter Love Radio. It's just a fun, chill hangout with yours truly, and I honestly really hope to see you there. Keep in mind that these are all general readings, so as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. So that being said, let's go ahead and get our cards out. And today we are going to be choosing from the Intuition Oracle. Let me get these shuffled real quick. So, Source, how and when will my collective become successful? How and when will my collective become successful, Source? Thank you. How and when will my collective become successful? Oh, before we get into it, let me go ahead and shuffle these out, and then I'll get into the prayer. I just totally forgot. I'm having a day, guys, so hang with me. How and when will pile number 1 become successful? What oracle card will help us understand? Thank you. Awesome. How and when will pile number 2 become successful, Source? One card, please, for helping us understand. Whoa. Okay. Thank you. All right. And Source, for pile number 3, how and when will pile number 3 become successful? What oracle card will help us better understand that? How and when pile number 3 will become successful? How and when will pile number 3 become successful, Source? Ooh, pile 3. How and when will pile number 3 become successful? One card. What oracle card will help us understand this? Thank you. Whoa, okay. 1 second. Okay, so it went flying over there. All right, let me set these off over to the side here. All right, let's get the prayer going real quick. All right, my beloved Source, this prayer is for any and all who come onto this channel, onto this video, into this space, reminding us that we are already successful in this moment, that in truth, we truly don't have to change anything. We only have to come closer to our soul to understand who we are. Maybe we're setting big plans, and maybe we have humongous goals of status and wealth and riches and fame, or whatever it may be. But to remember that to truly live is to be ourselves. To truly live is to come into what it is that makes us happy, what it is that we enjoy spending time doing. And that if we stray away from this, that it's okay. It's just a very human thing that we're doing. Thinking that status and reputation are everything. And in truth, What is everything to us is how fulfilled we are in living our lives, not what we're making. It's how we're choosing to spend this little time that you've given us on this space, in this earth, and in this realm. So while success is a beautiful thing, may you provide any and all on here with the success of truth, with the success of what makes them happy, with the success of what makes their heart feel fulfilled. May you bring them to a place of true success and what you want us to live like here on this realm. And I ask that you provide us with the clarity of how to get there. No matter the road that lies in wait, may you bring effortlessness to that journey within us. As these words are spoken unto this space and onto this reading, so shall they be. Amen. Aho, Ase. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let me go ahead and get this set up. All right. Okay. The ashes out of the way. Okay, let me get this set up. So for pile number 1, we do have this beautiful lapis lazuli to choose from, or this image. Okay, for pile number 2, we have this piece of rose quartz for you to choose from. And for pile number 3, we have this beautiful moonstone for you to choose from. Okay. On pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. Whichever one you are drawn to, that should be the pile for you. And with that being said, I will see you over on your perspective reading. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this lapis lazuli, or if you were drawn to this image, I can pick it up here, then this is going to be a reading on how and when will you become successful. And we'll check this out at the end. We'll see what that is and make sure I'm still in frame. Yes, I believe so. Alright, so first things first, these are general readings, so with that in mind, remember that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, check out the description box down below where you will find the links necessary to send me an email if you're interested in a personal reading, as to which I will get you out further information as well as scheduling options. And also you can find the link to my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is on Spotify as well as Anchor FM. And honestly, it's just a really cool, fun hangout with yours truly. And I really hope to see you there. So that being said, we'll go ahead and get into your reading and see how and when. Let's talk about the how first, and then we'll kind of get more on the when as we go through the reading. Okay, so Source, how is pile number 1 going to become successful? Can you paint a picture for us and explain to us how pile number 1 is going to become successful? What can you let us know, Source? What does pile 1 need to know? How will they become successful, Source? All right. So we do have 8th house, we have Scorpio, and we have Mercury coming through here. Interesting. So let me get this set up for you real quick. So we do have a bit of a mystery, right? Anytime we have 8th house and Scorpio energy, it's definitely a bit of a mystery, like the unknown, right? But nothing bad about that. It's just saying that it is a little bit unknown. However, it can definitely relate to sexual healing. This can relate to something that is in the occult or studying the occult. This could be witchcraft. This could be religious studies. You know, more when we're talking about the 8th house, it's not necessarily religion as much as it is the offset of religion. So, you know, like spirituality or learning about things that are taboo, learning about things that people don't discuss very often, which is why I'm getting this sense of sexual healing. So how will you become successful is when you heal, first and foremost, the root and the sacral chakra are standing out a lot right here, a lot. So doing that inner healing and making sure that you've healed from soul ties and healed from past lovers and healed from those family wounds that you may be carrying along the way as well. That's all incredibly important here, okay? Well, with the 8th house, we also have this huge transformation that's being pointed at, right? You have the death and the rebirth. You have this new beginning because of letting go and transforming or transmuting the energy from old patterns, old toxic habits, okay? This is also, it can refer to gaining assets. So maybe you're going to go into property, taxes, you're going to have real estate, you're going to have a huge corporation that you're going to be dealing with. Some of you could even be going into private investigations, right? But there is inheritance that's coming through. Whatever this has to do with you being successful is actually going to be your legacy. And that's being pointed out very clearly here, right? But whatever it is, I do feel like you are super passionate about it. And it actually helps drive you, right? Like whatever this is, it's like something that you always continue to go back to. Like no matter how far away you seemingly get from it, you still get pulled right back to it. And you can't help it, right? It's just like no helping this. It's like I still have to do this. I still have to dabble in it. Like I have to touch it. I just have to be in it. And so you keep getting drawn back to it. But it can be secretive. This could be something that you're keeping to yourself, right? This could be something that you haven't told anybody about. Or if you have told somebody about it, it's very, very few people and you have to feel like you can trust them. But again, this idea of transforming energy, transmutation. This could be sexual transmutation. And if you don't know what that is, it's too long of a topic for me to really discuss because there's a lot involved with it. But if you are doing that, you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So that's a very specific message here. This is going to give you a lot of power in your own life because you're so determined to do this, right? There's a lot of wisdom that's coming from this. So this is a path that you've chosen to follow. But this does say letting go of controlling the outcome, letting go of being paranoid of what could potentially happen, or being paranoid of people who may be jealous of you, paranoid of people who are trying to steal your ideas. Like you have to let that go and trust that this is a protected journey for you, okay? This is something that's very truthful to your soul. And even though there's going to be a lot of people who feel a certain way, you are going to be looked up to, right? This is something that you're restructuring your life around. And it has to do with the way that you communicate. Whether that's writing, whether that's your physical voice, there's an intelligence that's coming through here because you're changing the way that you're showing up for yourself. And through that, you're going to be able to inspire others to change the way that they're showing up for themselves, right? You've been learning about this. You've been building a thought process because of this, right? This is changing the way you're seeing the world, changing the way you're thinking about the world, changing the way that you're observing the world. And that is what's going to help you get there. There's no need to keep this a secret for forever. Okay, this is something that you're eventually going to have to speak out into the world. You're going to have to get over that fear of others trying to take it from you. This could be you speaking to children, to schools, to, you know, especially if it's like something like I was saying, like sexual healing, you could be talking about the benefits of actually doing sexual transmutation to a younger audience. It doesn't necessarily have to be high school or elementary. This could be like even colleges, like you becoming a professor or Something along those lines, right? But it does have to do with being there for others and teaching others a new way of life. So let me get these out. I apologize. I have to stretch. I'm going to have to set this up a little bit different next time because, whew, I'm not that long. I'm tall, but I'm not that tall. All right, let's get some tarot out on it. All right, so Source, how... Let's talk about the how, and then I'll get the win, okay? I don't really have any date cards or anything like that, but I know where to go for the date, okay? So how is pile number 1 going to become successful? What can you tell us more about this, Source? How is pile number 1 going to be successful? There's something about trying to collaborate with others, with like-minded individuals that will help you along the way. How is pile number 1 going to be successful, Source? How is pile number 1 going to be successful? Thank you. Okay. How is pile number 1 going to be successful? And not being afraid to take on multiple responsibilities at once. How is pile number 1 going to be successful, Source? Okay, which one do you want? That one is trying to come out. It's just so weird how it was working. All right, thank you, Source. How is pile number 1 going to be successful? One card, please. How is pile number 1 going to be successful? Yeah. Something about how you see the world now is going to completely change. Because how you see the world now, or how you may have seen it in the past, was not serving you. How is pile number 1 going to become successful, Source? Thank you. Yeah. Secret, hidden. This is crazy. So the mother wound too is coming through here. So nurturing. Yeah, not being so... Okay, let's find out. Let's find out here. Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love the cards here. We have the 9 of Swords, we have the Hangman, the Moon, and the 7 of Coins all in reverse. And the 7 of Cups underneath that. Okay. So we're talking about boundaries. Okay. And boundaries come when you're looking at those old patterns. And I talked about that with the dice. Right? Here we have this idea. These 3 cards here together are discussing old subconscious thoughts that have led you down a path of doing things that others wanted you to do for the sake of being liked. Okay. Or seen or heard. It's not always about being liked, but more or less fitting in. Right? But what you're seeing now with the 9 of Swords here, this powerful incoming energy, it's a mindset, right? This has to do with your mindset. You're now looking at things and seeing that, oh my gosh, none of this was serving me. None of this was helping me. This was just preventing me from being successful. This was just preventing me from doing what I wanted to do. So now with the 9 of Swords, you're starting to look at your own red flags in your own life. How are you the one that's standing in your way? And that's how you're going to become successful, because you're going to basically see that you've been blocking your whole journey, and you're going to get out of your own way so that Source can flow. And you're going to go with the flow. It's like trying to swim upstream, right? You're trying to swim upstream with everybody else, and then finally you're like, holy crap, this is a lot of work. Like, why am I doing this? This is a ton of work. It's unnecessary, until you finally just lift your hands up and start to flow with the stream. And you're like, whoa, it's so much easier. I can just lay on my back and enjoy the scenery as it comes by. Like, that's what's happening here. And it has to do with how you've nurtured yourself, right? You've put a lot of your energy and effort into something. We see that, right? We see that with the dice here. And it's like, this idea is like, the harder I work, the more successful I'll be. And really what's coming through here, it's saying that's really not how success comes to you. And that's so different from what we've been taught by society, right? Society tells us you work hard, you play hard. But what if you worked in a way that was playing? Like, no matter what, you were always showing up and it felt like you were playing. Right? Like, what if? And that's what's coming through here. You're getting a massive download on how you have shown up for yourself and for your job, for your work, for whatever it is that you're building. Well, my apologies. Just smacked it with my elbow. And because of that, things are going to start changing for you. And when they start changing, look, you are going to set stronger boundaries, and you're no longer going to try and control what's going on. Things that were keeping you from having success, things that were making you be in this energy of not wanting to face reality, you're going to let that go. Right? This is an energetic download. This is a knowledge coming in. This is you just observing yourself. Observation. Right? And no longer isolating yourself because you don't feel like you fit in. That's where success comes from. It's almost like, I feel like you've been in hermit mode for some time, and it's like, well, the more I'm in hermit mode, the more I learn. It's not to say that hermit mode is bad for you, but there can be a time where you go from solitude into true isolation and feeling so alone in that isolation. Not only that, though, but getting used to being alone. And that's something that's very difficult on the journey, because it's like reintegrating yourself back out into the populace can be difficult. So what's happening here is, how will you become successful is by allowing this change to come, and to not be so, you know, oh my gosh, like, I was wrong. I've thought about it this way. I thought about it that way. I was always doing this. Or no, it's just like seeing how you did things. Like, oh, okay, that's how I used to do things, but that's not how I'm going to do them any longer. Okay? Because the danger here is wanting to be liked by everybody and not liking yourself. And now there's this energy coming in where it's like, oh, okay, I see where that's been just a problem for me. And I'm not going to be in that any longer. I'm going to learn to like myself and not worry about what others are. And that's where the boundary comes in, right? With the Seven of Cups. Anytime we're talking about the Seven of Cups in the Tarot Marseille, it's all about boundaries, strict boundaries. Cutting yourself off from the emotional things that were once all it could be. And if you look at the Seven of Coins in the reverse, this is a neurotic need for approval, right? I have to be approved by others. They need to like me. I need to be the nice person so that I can have everybody like me, because that would just make life so much easier for you. But again, this idea of, look at how you're isolating yourself completely from the reality, right? And then you have the Six of Coins coming in here, and it's talking about not having any allies, right? You don't have anybody on your side right now because you're cutting yourself off from everybody. Okay, and the Seven of the Seven of Cups here is opening up. Look, you're open to experiencing this Two of Cups, or this connection energy with others. You're opening up to experiencing this love with another. Friendship, family, whatever it is. But at the same time, understanding that if I need to walk away for a time, then that's okay, right? You may see 777 a lot, and 7 for me is it is a lucky number if you choose to change what it is that you're doing. Like, when 7 appears, there's like a need to reevaluate your life and understand where it is that you're headed, right? So we do have 9-9 coming out as well. So 9-9 and 7-7. 1 second. Oh my gosh, excuse me. So you may see 999 a lot too. And 9 is all about bringing something to a close, right? It's not yet finished. You're not yet experiencing the end of the cycle, but you're getting there. It's closing. Let's get some clarifiers out here. This is the Illuminated Tarot. Thank you. Yeah, we have the Four of Coins coming out, flipping over here. Actually, do I have my cards upside down and not realize? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. Look, on the outside looking in. So that's what it's feeling like. You're the one that's isolated. You're not seeing the bigger picture here, right? Can you please have some clarification cards here? Thank you, Source. Yeah. Because Source is trying to bring in a new beginning for you. You have the World here on the Ace of Diamonds, which is the Ace of Coins. This is a gift, right? Source is trying to gift you something. There's a period of receptivity coming in here. So it's like, I feel like, pile one, you've been working on something for a long time. Okay, like it's been a minute, and there's this energy of coming in. It's like, well, I should have manifested everything that I wanted now, but there's this, you need to allow things to align here with all these stars showing up, right? There needs to be something that aligns here, and if you're the one that's blocking yourself, there's no alignment that's happening. It's like Source is trying to align everything to your favor, but you know, like when you keep checking status, or when you keep checking how many likes you have, or when you keep checking how much energy is coming through, right? You're not opening up to the truth of what is meant to be in your life. Okay, and we have the Six of Cups coming here, and we were talking about that here, right? The Six of Cups, that love, that connection. This is also depicting the Lover card. So that spiritual choice that you have, you can choose to continue down this exhausting path, or you can choose to get out of your own way. Again, we have 7 being depicted here. So time frame, I'm looking at 7 to 9 months. Don't be so stingy about the time frame though, because again, that idea of when we're holding on to it, we're blocking ourselves from it, right? Look, we have 9 coming out with the 9 of clubs and the Sun card, the 4 of diamonds, and we have the 4 of hearts here. Yeah. Don't hold on to this idea, right? And don't hold on to the fact that you have any control over what's happening either. You've done the work. That's the part you can control, okay? It's not about trying to control the outcome here. You've done the work. Allow the work to work for you instead of you trying to figure out how to work around what you've already done. That's what it feels like here with this 4 of hearts. Okay, there's some sort of emotional stability that you're trying to build through this journey. One second. Okay. My apologies. I was helping my dog. She was trying to get on the couch and she couldn't get on the couch, and then she decided she wanted on the bed, and I have to help lift her on the bed. So anyways, yeah, it's about building some sort of emotional stability here, right? Look at all these doubles that we have. Isn't that intriguing? 7, 7, 9, 9, 4, 4. You have 9, 9, 9 coming out here. We have 7 together with these 2 cards. So a lot of repetitive numbers coming out, right? A lot of confirmations here for you. But in order for you to have financial stability or manifestational stability, there's a need to come into emotional stability here, and to not reject the idea that you deserve what it is that's coming for you. You know, I feel like you get exhausted and you're like, oh, well, I've worked so hard and there's no proof that it's coming to me, so it just means that I don't deserve it. And that's not true. That's not true, right? The illumination comes from, right, with the Sun here, from you seeing that you've been in your own way this whole time, trying to control outcomes or trying to even manipulate. You know, we get so excited about the goal that we may try to manipulate the work that we're doing, and it's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It just simply is. It's very human of us to do, right? It's a very human thing that we do. And so what's being said here is how you're going to become successful is through understanding your own role and how you're showing up. And that's energetically, right? It's not the actions that you're taking that matters here. It's energetically and your emotional well-being in regards to this, especially with the moon in reverse here. Okay? But a time frame, I would say 7 to 9 months. I mean, we could be talking years, but I would say months. That's the energy that I'm getting here. So, and I know 7 years, like, oh my gosh, well, you know, if someone had told me that when I first started this journey, it was going to take me 7 years before I got anywhere, like, I kind of would have been hesitant, but I'm glad, because it really has taken me 7 years to get to where I am now. So I'm just saying, like, don't be afraid for it to take time to get there. All right. We're so stuck on, we have to know an outcome. When is the outcome coming? When is this happening? I need to know when this is going to happen for me, because then I can like plan it. But see what happens when you're trying to plan it, you're trying to manipulate it. without realizing it. You know, we have happiness on the bottom here with dolphins, right? Number 42, 6. It's all about finding balance here. Your happiness and how you feel. Maybe you're putting too much time towards work and not enough time towards your happiness. And I understand that 100%. I really do, because it's easy. It's easy to caught up in what we think we should be doing instead of doing what we know is good for us. Like, here's the moon once again coming out. Satisfy emotional needs and nurture self and others. What have I been saying this whole time? It's all about finding emotional stability. And we have the moon coming out, clarifying that. Mercury again on the bottom. Think, learn, network, and communicate. This is what you're teaching others. You're teaching others how to embrace and embody their own emotional wisdom, right? Yeah, there's a lot of anger that's come through this. There's a lot of upset. I feel like look, I cannot make this stuff up. Look at what's on the bottom. Island, solitude. There's an anger that's come from with volatility coming through here in volcano. There's an anger that's come from having to spend time alone. There's an anger that's come from not being able to produce the desired outcome, right? And realizing that this is detour. Anytime volcano comes out, this is source leading you on a detour, saying that, hey, there's stuff that I need you to learn in order for you to come into alignment. We talked about that. If you guys hear the loud machines, they're mowing the grass today, so that's just how it is, okay? But you need to have an opportunity to come into alignment so that I can give you what you're asking for. And so sometimes you'll get put into moments of solitude, but that's what I was saying. I feel like you've been in hermit mode for a long time. It's almost like you don't remember what it is that makes you happy anymore. It's just like work, 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 work. Constantly working, right? Is that Rihanna's song? Work, 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 work. Or is that Beyonce? I don't remember. Comment down below if you remember who it is, because y'all know I'm be needing some help sometime, okay? Sometimes I just needing some help. Can we please get some more oracle cards here? Thank you. Yeah. Sing your own song, Canary Spirit, with number 12. Again, 12, 12. Look, we have a lot of repeat numbers coming out. Could be up to a year before you see the results of this. But it's coming down to you finding the space to sing your own song. To be your own advocate. And to stop trying to control the outcome of how others see you. Look, we have Spirit has a plan with Koala Spirit on the bottom. What did I say? This is a detour by source. Spirit has a plan. These are very, very clear. These are very clear energies coming through here. Let's get one of these. Wasn't going to bring out one of these, but I feel like I need to for you. It came out right away. And let's grab an angel's card. Can we please have an angel message? Thank you. Patience on the bottom. Now is the time to learn, study. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future, you will synthesize your knowledge into action. And it's interesting. Where was I seeing? I saw that earlier, but I don't remember where I saw it at. So I just saw the phrase, the future. That's all I saw. But so you're being asked to have patience right now, right? I feel like there's some sense of impatience that's coming through here. Like, oh my gosh, like I need to know when it's going to happen. And for you, Pile 1, it's all about enjoying the journey and really finding happiness throughout the process, because you've put so much emphasis on the destination that you haven't actually really stopped to enjoy where you've come from and where you're going. Yeah, so we have Seahorse, equality with number 14, which is 5, change, right? You're being watched, right? You're being watched. This could be your angels, this could be source, but you're being watched. This could even be an ally that's been watching you and waiting to see how you deal with certain situations. You know, sometimes we'll get connected with people that we have no idea are actually meant for our journey. And then they'll be watching us, but they're waiting for us to see if we're going to revert back into old energy, if we're really going to stay in this new energy. And I feel like there's a lot of turbulence around you right now. There's a lot of upset, which we have here, right? And they're waiting to see, like, how are you going to react? What are you going to do? Are you going to continue to show up, or are you going to try to, you know, throw your weight around, really, is what I'm getting. I cannot with you, pile 1. We have 12 coming out again. Yeah, so a year is very, very significant for many of you. It says, have faith. Trust your faith in the situation. And I wanted to put it here, which is so weird because we have the Hangman, we have Canary, which is 12, and we have faith, which is 12. So 12 is a very significant number to you, okay? And then we have the Omega, victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. Here you go. All good things are coming, right? You just have to allow things to unfold as they're meant to. Like, it's like you're being guided, right? What is this, a book? This looks like a book. Again, study and learning, you know? It's like you're being guided to learn something here, right? It feels like this angel's lifting up the veil and whispering to this person. So I feel like that's exactly what's been going on with you. You're getting guided to learn new things. You're getting guided to doing new, to have new things in your life, to experience new things. And it's very important for you to do that, to light up your life. Why do I hear that? You light up my life. Who sings that song? What is that? A Leanne Rimes song, I think? I don't know. Anyways, you light up my life. Check out that song. I think it's Leanne Rimes, okay? But there might be something in the lyrics that resonates with you. Okay? But I do feel like that. I feel like that they're helping to breathe new life into your journey. Okay? Look. What the heck is up with you, pile 1? Oh my gosh. So it was just clearly a psychic message when I said, I think I saw the future. It was just seriously a psychic message coming in. It says the future on your card. What the heck? I didn't even know that's what it was. It says, I plan for the future with respect for the unexpected. Number 35, 8, your healing karmic cycles. I cannot. Your pile this whole time has been so amazing. So amazing. Incredible. So we're going to look to a year from now. But I feel like 7, 8, 9 months is an important time frame as well. I feel like that's when you're going to finally start feeling things really shifting in for your favor, okay? But the future, it's like your future is yours to take right now. You have to sing your own song. You have to have patience. You have to have faith. You have to see where it is that you've been standing in your own way. Connecting with source, connecting with your angels, connecting with your guides, your higher self, your intuition, whatever it is. And remembering that spirit has a plan. And it wasn't this 35. Look, we have 35, 35. Another confirmation here. These are from different decks coming out. Just insane. Absolutely incredible. Okay? So this is what I see for you, pile 1. If this is your reading, put a butterfly down below in the comments and say, I have faith. So you can let other pile number 1s know that you made it this far. Okay? Leave me a thumbs up, but I am going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this incredible message. And until next time, pile number 1, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful rose quartz, or if you were drawn to this image here, this is going to be your reading on how and when will you be successful. We're going to find out about the how first. We'll get to the when later on in the reading. First things first, though, keep in mind that these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what does not, knowing that as you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing down below, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you will find all the necessary links down below in the description box where you can email me for a personal reading to where I will get you out further information as well as scheduling options. And also check out my podcast at Scatter Love Radio, which is on Anchor FM and Spotify. It's just a fun, cool hangout sesh with yours truly, and I really hope to see you there. So that being said, let's go ahead and move into your reading and ask the dice how you're going to be successful, pile number 2. So Source, what can you tell us about pile number 2? How are they going to be successful? What messages can you give to us, Source? How is pile number 2 going to be successful? What can you let us know, Source? Okay, so we have the 7th house. We have Taurus energy, and we have Venus. So a lot of Venusian energy out here. I'm going to move you up just a tad here. Okay. There we go. I think that's actually, hold on one second. Let me get you set. Okay, that's much better. Sorry about that. Yeah, so a lot of receptivity. Connecting with the divine feminine here, okay? This is allowing yourself to receive that which is truly yours, and also opening up to more relationships, partnerships, friendships, business situationships, colleagues, co-workers, right? So how you're going to become successful is being able to set a firm boundary between yourself and between those that are around you, but also being able to welcome others in and wearing your heart on your sleeve regardless of where you're at in life. I feel like you, pile 2, have been through a lot with a lot of people. You've been hurt, you've been stabbed in the back, you've been betrayed, you've been, left out in the dark by a lot of people, and it's hard for you to invite people in. And when we have the 7th house showing up here, and then again with Taurus and Venus energy here, 7th house is Libra energy. Libra is ruled by Venus. Taurus is also ruled by Venus. You have this Empress energy coming in here. This is being the mother of the tarot, right? The beauty. It's like coming in and sweeping everybody off their feet just by being you. But we have this energy coming in here too with allowing yourself to let others in, to not be so guarded all the time. I do feel like there's an energy that surrounds you where it's like, I'm afraid if I let anybody in, they're going to break my heart. And, there's this song that it's coming to mind, and I think it's called like The World on Fire. I'm not 100% sure, or it's Your Birthday Cake. It's something like that, but it's like, it is a sad song. But there's these lines in there that's like, I want you to live like the world's on fire. Want you to love like hearts don't break. Never look down when you walk the wire, like she made it 40 to make your birthday cake, right? Like, I want you to love like hearts don't break. And that's what's standing out here for me. It's like to love everyone, no matter who they are, to love everyone like hearts don't break, including your own. I feel like this is something that is absolutely terrifying for you, but this has to do with your success. The reason it has to do with your success is because I feel like this is what's bringing in your tribe. And, your vibe attracts your tribe. And when you have this vibration of being able to love others and know that you're not them, like however they show up is how they show up. It doesn't negate how you love them. It doesn't change anything about the way you show up as a person in life, the way that they do. So if you know that you're dealing with a liar, you know that you're dealing with a liar. It doesn't mean that you still can't love them. Do you see what I'm saying? It also doesn't mean that you have to stick around and have this person in your life for forever. What it means is that when you practice this act of unconditional love, you're saying to this person, you know what, I know you're a liar, but even though you're a liar, that doesn't change who I am as a person. Do you see what I'm saying? Because when you're in life and you had your heart broken, we're saying you broke my heart and now I'm going to change the way I show up for everybody. That's the key here. That's what's coming through here. It's like love like hearts don't break, even though they do. That's one of the hardest things in life, is dealing with a broken heart, dealing with betrayal of any kind, dealing with backstabbing and, you know, just anything like that. If it's been a friend, a lover, a family, it doesn't matter what the title was. That is one of the heaviest burdens to carry. But can you see it as something that's also equally beautiful because it's allowed you to experience the depth of what it is to be human? The hurt, the pain. These are all things that allow us a reminder that we are human, that we're not inhumane. We do have feelings. It doesn't make it easy. It doesn't make it right what that person did. But to experience sadness, and a deep, deep sadness, and a deep, deep hurt like that means that now you'll be able to appreciate so much more the sweetness, right? That beauty that's coming to life that you deserve. And that's what's coming through here with these dice, saying how are you going to be successful is to let yourself love again. No matter what you've been through, the past is the past. And if you keep treating the present like the past, you'll always live the past in the future. So if you want things to change, you have to change the way you show up now. And even if it's hard, it's difficult, this is a challenge for yourself to go towards, right? Because you never know what kind of luxuries this will bring into your life. You go and you spend time with people even though it's hard. You never know how that's going to impact your life in a very beautiful and harmonious way. You go and you do things that make you happy, and you run into people and you start to connect with people. This is connecting through your heart chakra. That's what this is. This is connecting on a very love-based way, in a love-based way. Okay, when you have Venusian energy here, Venus is connected with our heart chakra, which means Libra and Taurus are connected with our heart chakra. So if we're coming from the heart chakra, it means that we're going to shine love out into the world as ourselves, not based on how people treat us. Because we are a loving person, and that's what's coming through here. It's like how you'll be successful is to differentiate that your love and the way that you give love is not impacted by the way another person shows up. Now, that's not to say that if somebody is intentionally trying to harm you or hurt you or be completely irrational with you, that you don't walk away. It means that despite that person being that way, you're still going to love everyone else the way that you've loved them, even if you draw your energy away from the person that's acting that way. Do you see? You're not changing the way you're showing up. And that's what's coming through here with these dice. It's very, very powerful. This is a very powerful reading. You might be like, well, what does love have to do with my success? Especially if you're in a career that's not, you know, based on connecting with others. It has to do with how you embody happiness in the world. Okay, whether you like it or not, I feel like you're actually a very, what's the term here? You're very much a people person, for lack of a better phrase. You like connectivity. Okay, you enjoy that. You're somebody who wants to be connected to others, but it's difficult to be connected to others after having experienced the hardships that you have gone through. Which is very clear, okay? Broken hearts, falling from grace, cheating, lying, stealing, whatever it may be, right? And now you're being asked to love. But the most important thing is to differentiate. This is me giving love versus that's that person showing up how they're showing up. You're not that person, no matter how they show up. So let's get some tarot on it. Source, what more can you tell us about how pile 2 is going to be successful? How is pile 2 going to be successful? And realizing that there are going to be a lot of twists and turns before you do get to your tribe, the people who are meant to be there. And part of those twists and turns is to help you let go of the belief that you don't deserve people in your energy that love you for you. Because I feel like after being hurt that much in your life, it's hard to believe that you deserve love the way that you want. You have to let go of that old belief. How is pile 2 going to be successful? Yeah, seeing that as a red flag. How is pile number 2 going to be successful, source? Wow, that was, yeah, exactly. On the bottom of the deck, yeah, you're getting help. You're getting assistance, like source is helping you here. So there's something that you feel completely stuck in. And it's interesting here because these two cards together are painting a much bigger picture of this, right? This could be someone that you're around all the time that's making you feel stuck, or you're being pressured to be a certain way. This feels like family, close friendships. This feels like definitely your interpersonal relationships. It could be at work itself. However, there's something that's weighing on your mind all the time, feeling like you have to be or play a certain part. And that's what's blocking you from this success as the Queen of Coins here. Look, you have this 9 of Swords in the reverse here. That's the block from you being this Queen of Coins, being able to manifest, being very grounded, being able to call into you what it is that you want, being successful. Yeah, because there's no balance here. There's no balance. You want to have the riches. You want to have the finer things in life, but there's no balance because you're trying to gain understanding of a situation that's not yours to understand. You have to let it fall apart. So this is like if you have a friend who consistently lets you down, okay? And this is just an example. You have a friend that consistently lets you down, but you love this friend so much and you're always there for them. You put everything aside in order to help them out. And no matter what, this friend is always letting you down. And you're trying to roll it around in your head, like, what did I do so that this person really feels like it's okay to let me down? Like, where did I mess up? What did I do wrong? What happened here? What happened there? This, that, and the other. And that's what they're saying. It's like they're so busy trying to understand this person and not realizing at the same time you're drawing further and further away from yourself because you're trying to put it into terms from you. What did I do wrong? What can I change? How can I show up different? Right? And it has nothing to do with you, how they're showing up. That has everything to do with how they're showing up and their own energy. But this is making you feel completely stranded and stuck where you are right now. And you're not seeing that as a red flag. You're not seeing that me rolling this idea around in my head that I'll somehow be able to change. Okay, and this could be a relationship. This could be a family situationship. It doesn't matter. This is saying that no matter how much you try to roll this around in your head, it's not ever going to change. But they're sending you help. When we have the 3 of Swords here coming in, you have these laurel branches back here. This is like a connection from source. This is either a divine download or this is someone coming in to remind you that you are worthy of love. Right? Someone's showing you you are a loving person. You're a love. You give your heart. You show up for people and they're going to show up for you. And it's going to feel weird at first because it's like you're not used to that. But that's the block that you're meant to work through. This is like saying like, oh, I don't deserve to have good things in life because I've never had good things. But all the while on the surface level, you're thinking, oh, I want good things. I wish I had good things. But deep down, you're not able to manifest that because you're fighting that belief. I don't deserve it. Whoa, okay. So this one's coming out. Look, we have the Ace of Clubs here with strength. May we please have some clarifying cards here for pile number 2, source. Okay, this one's trying to come out. Well, I didn't mean to flip it over, but let's just flip it over. Okay, we have the Popess with the 2 of diamonds. One more, source. Thank you. We have the Jack of Clubs. This is where your action's at. Okay, so yeah, you're being given some sort of inspiration here. that's going to give you strength. You're going to see, oh my gosh, like this is what I needed all along. Like I needed to have this. I needed to be able to follow this. It's like drawing your energy away from trying to wrap your head around a person or a place or a thing, right? That's what it feels like is going on here. This is what's been standing in the way of your success. It may not feel like this is that big of a deal, but it is, because it's keeping you from believing and seeing that you are worthy of much better places, much better things, much better people, right? And there are going to be a lot of twists and turns into letting this go. But this is this idea. You have this purple and this yellow here. You have the inspiration from source energy directly to your solar plexus, right? And the strength cards directed with our power of will as well, our solar plexus. So this is somebody coming in, or this is source giving you a download saying, look, the red flag has been you trying to wrap your head around this the whole time. You just need to see this person for who they are, but to walk away. To walk away or find space for yourself so that you can chase after this new inspiration, this new passion. There's a new passion that's coming into your life that's going to bring you absolute success. But it's this whole time feeling like maybe, oh, I'm only going to be successful in the eyes of this person when. It's things like that that are keeping you back, right? And let's see what we have on the bottom. Look, we have the Queen of Clubs. Yeah, setting firm boundaries. Allowing yourself to set real boundaries here. Okay? And it feels like, honestly, for you, pile 2, it feels like this could happen in as short as a span of 1 to 2 months. Up to 6 months, I would say. Okay, and it's like not like real big success, and it could very well be, but this is saying like you're going to start seeing signs of success in a very short time and taking this action for yourself. Okay? Yeah, setting boundaries again with the 7 of Hearts coming through here. You have to set boundaries. You have to know what you want. What's trying to peak? Yeah. The Jack of Spades. You can't show your cards to everybody. You have to know what you want and keep it close to your heart. Okay? And that's hard because it's like I'm saying, oh, love with your heart on your sleeve. Well, how do I love with my heart on my sleeve but not give everything to everybody? Because love is not telling everybody what you're doing, right? Love is just how you show up for people. It doesn't mean you discuss what you're doing. It doesn't mean you discuss what money you're making. That's not what love is. Love is saying, hey, if you're having a bad day, I'm here for you, right? Love is saying, I'll listen to you, because that's what friends do. Look, hurt and heal. I cannot make this up. Chiron on the bottom here. This is you healing old karmic wounds, deep karmic wounds from ancestral lineage, from past lifetimes, whatever it is. It's like a culmination of it. And you're healing that now. You're letting it go. This is something that's been really rough for you. This is something that's weighed on you for a long time. Yeah. Part of that's coming from finding your rituals. We have number 35 here, right? Bison rituals. This is about finding what it is that makes you feel grounded and centered and sticking with that. And then we have intuition on the bottom here with Cat. Number 37. Completing this cycle by letting your intuition lead you here. You know what to do, pile 2. You know what to do. Like, it's like I feel like you're trying to find answers from everyone else, and you're not trying to find answers from the one person that matters, and that's you. Right? So instead you get in these situations where it's like you feel like you have to fight or you have to flee, and you're not really breathing through. Your breath is so powerful. It can bring you into a centered state so that you can understand what's next for you. Right? Because you want to create this life. You want to create something that's yours. You have big dreams. And I feel like maybe this is somebody you want to come with you, right? Like you want them to be there with you on your success. You want them to be with you on your journey. But I do feel like whoever the situation is, they're not going to be a part of the journey. Like you're going to heal and they're not going to be a part of it. Look at this. We have number 11 on the bottom, which is a very spiritual number. It's the first master number in the series. It says, look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Yeah, don't put yourself in a bubble. Don't put yourself in a prison. Allow yourself to be free, and looking to your inner strength here is so important. Knowing that you have the ability to manifest what you want. Get an angel message. Thank you. We have Isaiah on the bottom. It is a great time to give birth to new ideas and situations in life. I am watching over you, guiding you, and protecting you during these changes. Look. So again, there's something new that's coming. A new idea. Maybe some of you could be giving birth to a baby that's kind of irrelevant right now, but it does feel like that's that idea. It's like you're birthing something new, and there's a period of growth and gestation. But there's also going to be a painful period, right? And sometimes the painful period is saying goodbye to something that we've held on to for a lifetime, you know? Just remembering that no birth is easy, but it is beautiful, right? We have number 6 coming out here. Again, this idea of balance. We have Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. It is so important for you right now to have a solid, sturdy foundation. Okay, on the bottom, I cannot, like we have 35, 35. This came out with different cards in pile 1, 35, 35. We have Spirit has a plan with Koala Spirit. Like Source is speaking loud and clear, right? It may feel like you've been put through the ringer. It may feel like things are against you, but they're not. We have to go through detours because sometimes we have to get up out of our own way. Number 30, we have true love. This love is once in a lifetime. So this could be what's coming in, right? You could be letting go of something old so you can come into something new that's a true love. Fireworks going off. Also, this is giving me energy of reminding you that Spirit and Source has to be your true love. When you fall in love with Source and you fall in love with yourself, you'll truly be led to those that are meant to love you as deeply as possible on this earth. So we have House 9, spiritual growth. Didn't I say that? You're spiritually growing here? Yeah, it's like you're coming up out of a situation, but it's going to take time, right? So I'm saying, like, I feel like as soon as you set these boundaries, you're going to start seeing it within just a short while, but it's going to take the courage for you to actually say, look, this is my boundary. I'm drawing this in the line. I can't do this. We have House 6. Look. Establish a foundation. Lay a solid foundation. I cannot make this up. Health, daily life, and practical details. We have 6-6. Didn't I say up to 6 months? And we have 6-6 coming through here. So clear. A foundation is so important for you, pile 2. Let's see what your angel message is. Mystique, we have keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. So there are solutions in the work here. Oh, I love your reading. So powerful. All right, let's check out what your card is here. Yeah, again, I feel like you're definitely getting messages here, right? You're transforming. These look like alligators to me for some reason. It's like you're letting go people who are, you know, people who are sleazy. That's what I'm getting, okay? You're letting them go, and you're facing a different direction now. And it's like they're wondering where you're going, and you're ready to fly. But it's almost like you're not trusting your wings right now. You're in a place where it's like, I'm ready to fly, but I don't really trust my wings. And so Source is getting you ready to have a flying lesson, basically. And so you're going to be trusting your wings soon, because you're going to see just how strong you really are. And there's like this message, though, that's coming through. You may see birds a lot. When you see birds a lot, pay attention to what you're thinking. Then we have the initiative. Or I'm sorry, the intuitive. Number 45. I am tuned into the energy of those I care about. Coming back around. Look, you have heart chakra, heart chakra, heart chakra, heart chakra. Okay? Coming back around saying to live with your heart on your sleeve. To love like hearts don't break. That is something that is very vital for you, pile 2. It is going to bring you success. And I feel like that success is going to come in a very short time, when you begin to let yourself be seen as the generous person you are, as the loving person that you are, whatever that means to you. If that's giving people inspirational messages, give them inspirational messages. If that's hugging people that you've never met before and you just know that you're a hugger, give them a hug. If that's being supportive, if that's being a listener, whatever it is, live with your heart on your sleeve. Because when you let yourself live with your heart on your sleeve, I'm going to tell you, in 6 months, you're going to see a difference. Success is coming to you. It's going to be something that you had never even felt could have ever happened to you, and you're going to see it manifest before your eyes because you're living from your heart chakra. And the message of the heart chakra is this: this is my right to love and be loved. Okay, you deserve love, pile 2. No cliche here. No, I'm serious. Like, I loved your pile. This was great. This was such a beautiful pile. If you feel like this is your message, leave a green heart down below in the comments and say, this is my right to love and, big capital letters, and be loved. Okay? Let other pile 2s know that you made it this far. Leave me a thumbs up down below. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it there and get on out of here. I do want to take a quick second to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this beautiful message. And until next time, pile 2, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this beautiful moonstone, or if you were drawn to this image right here, this is going to be your reading on how and when will you be successful. First things first, keep in mind that these are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave what does not, knowing that if you interact with the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing, it does allow me an opportunity to directly connect with your energy and get you out more resonant readings. Also, if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you will find all the links down below necessary down below in the description box, or you can send me an email if you're interested in a personal reading, where I will get you out more information as well as scheduling options. Or if you're also interested, check out my podcast at Scatter Love Radio. It's just a fun, chill hangout session with yours truly, and I really hope to see you there. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading, pile number 3, and find out how and when will you be successful. We're going to find out the how first, and then we'll get into the when towards the end of the reading. Okay, so source, how will pile number 3 be successful? What messages can you tell us? What do they need to know? How will pile number 3 be successful, source? What do they need to know? Okay, so we've got Pluto, 12th house, and Aries energy. Okay. I'm hearing dream big and act fast. That's what I'm hearing right now. So we're just going to go with it. I don't know. Yeah, they're just saying, like, you have big dreams, right? And you're very intuitive, and you have psychic abilities, and you have very special talents, very special gifts, and there's a need to be able to use them, right? To become a leader in that. I feel like you're going to lead worldwide transformations here. And that's what they're saying. It's like you have to be brave enough to put yourself out there in a way that may feel uncomfortable right now. Like you maybe have just discovered a new gift, right? Or a new talent. And it's like, oh, this is brand new. Like, I feel like I'm barely just taking baby steps here. And they're saying that's okay, but it's time for you to get it out there. And it's kind of like scary because it's like, I just discovered it and they want me to already put it out there. It's because while it may feel brand new to you in this lifetime, this is something that you've done many, many lifetimes. Okay. Especially with the 12th house here. This is something that you've mastered in other lives. It's not hard for you. This is not something that will be a challenge for you, even if it feels challenging right now, pile 3. This is something that is going to find its ground when you begin to put it out there for others. It's not something that you're going to have to question. You're just going to have to trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, you're going to see that you're going to quickly become a leader of many, many people. They're going to trust you. They're going to understand that you're here to help them. This has to do with either loss, with grief, with fear, with dealing with solitude, subconscious thoughts, something that's very healing, very spiritual, helping get rid of karma. This has something to do with helping others in a health industry, health of self, mind, body, and soul. You could be working in the health industry right now, and maybe you're trying to take it to the next level, where maybe you're a registered nurse, and maybe you're trying to become a licensed practitioner or something like that. You know, like whatever it is, you're trying to take it to the next level, and it's brand new to you, and you're like, whoa, hold on, I'm barely starting. And it's like, once you get into it, like if you're going to school to further your career, you're going to find out that the schooling is like easy peasy for you, even if it feels scary at first. Like you're going to fall into a routine, but that's what they want you to do, is like really pour yourself into this, whatever it is. If it's a psychic gift, you know, really pour yourself into learning more about it for yourself. How can you get back in touch with your intuition? How can you really get in touch with this gift? What's it going to take for you to connect? Okay, and that's something that they want you to do here, to take action, be direct, fearless, and brave. You have authority in this situation, not over others, but over yourself, okay? And that's going to be something that helps you through this. Now, there may be a lot of competition in this industry. Okay, you may see that there's a lot of people who are very impulsive, and they just do it without thinking about it, without having the gift. But the thing is that your gift is real, and they're trying to use manipulation tactics. So there's no reason to worry about competitiveness here. Okay, you're going to be a boss in your industry, a CEO. You're going to be a leader. This is something you find a lot of fun in, and a lot of passion, a lot of self-reflection and purpose within, right? It's something that's taken you so many places already, but you already have a powerful stance in whatever this is, okay? And you know, whatever this is, you know what this is, okay? It's not like you have to change where you're going or anything like that. It's just developing something that has been made light of. Okay, subconscious keeps coming through here. So this is something that was buried deep, something that you buried, you know, like if that's your healing abilities, if that's your psychic mediumship, if that's your psychic abilities, if that's your intuition, whatever it is, your creative arts, your drawing, your expression, your writing, it could be anything like that. It's to help heal others. You've buried this deep. There was something that really happened or hurt you at a young age. I do feel like between the ages of 1 and 12, through your childhood experience, that really made you go into a place of self-preservation and said, okay, I'm not going to experience this again, so we're just going to lock that tight away in a box somewhere. And suddenly, through whatever journey you're taking, the key has been presented to you, and out of curiosity, you open the box, and bam, this gift came out, and you're like, whoa, hold up, I was not ready for that. Well, you were, because you were given the key, and your curiosity got the best of you. And so through that exploration, you found, oh my gosh, like I really do have this. Now, the question is how do I develop it? Right? And this is how you're going to be successful, is through developing this. You're going to realize that you actually have a huge, huge stance with this. If that's being a doctor, a healer, a chiropractor, Reiki, whatever the situation is, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is that you're going into, it's going to be so different for so many people, but you have a leadership position already without realizing it. You are going to evolve very quickly in this. This is something that you've desired for a long time, maybe not even realize that you've desired this. There is going to be a lot of deep emotion coming up with this, and that's okay. That's a part of this process. They want to warn you that if you're feeling suddenly completely off the rocker with your emotions, it's because it's coming out. And with it coming out, it's bringing out all that hurt and the pain that you felt from when you locked it away. And facing that is going to help you develop this gift even quicker, okay? Now, you may realize a couple of things. Your body heat may be running a lot hotter. So it's a really weird message, okay? But it's coming through, and I gotta say it. Your body heat, you may be running a lot hotter than normal. You may be having, like, you could call them hot flashes. And yes, maybe that's true, but I do feel like, you know, like all of a sudden at night, like where you maybe haven't had to have the fan on or the air conditioner on at night just to go to sleep, like now suddenly you have to have it extremely cold in order to go to sleep, because these gifts are, it's bringing with it a lot of chi, a lot of energy, a lot of movement within, and it's like through the vibration of going higher, your actually body, it's heating up because it's getting ready to take action. It's like you're preparing for the next step in this without realizing that you're preparing for the next step. Okay. Also, you may find that you are drinking a lot more water. You're being able, this is some weird body things that are coming through here. Okay. Like I cannot explain this, but it's like you may be realizing that either you can't hold your body stuff for as long, or you're holding it for longer. It's kind of going to be one or the other, and you're going to be frustrated either way. Like either way, it's going to feel like, oh my gosh, like I'm not going to the bathroom enough, or I'm going to the bathroom too much. This again is a part of your purge. Okay, this is your body trying to readjust to what's coming. So I feel like there's really not much that you actually have to do other than just explore this gift deeper. Like, what does this gift mean to you? What does, you know, getting into it mean to you? How is this fulfilling you? You understanding yourself in this time is very important, but you're not going to have to fight much for this. It's something that's already going to be easy for you because you've dealt with it. If you don't believe in past lives, then just seeing it as this is a gift from source, from God, from the universe. Okay, this is something that you were meant to bring into this world at this time. So let's get some tarot on it. Source, what more can you tell us about how pile number 3 is going to become successful? When are they going to become successful? How are they going to become successful? Yeah, this is the completion of a process for you. And this is hard because it feels like you're changing a lot. And you are. You are changing a lot, but you may also hear people say, like, you're different. You're not the same. What happened? Why are you so different than you were before? Like, I can't even talk to you anymore because I feel like we're not even on the same level anymore. Understanding that this is going to be a part of this, okay? It feels like you're being stripped away, like the egoic you is being stripped away. And as it's being stripped away, your soul is being able to shine through. And when your soul shines through, you're being more your authentic self. And it's through your authentic self that people they're not sure how to handle it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Queen of Swords because they want that out. They don't want these other two, but they do want me to talk about it real quick. Not being someone who stands in your own way here. And that's been a huge message throughout this whole reading. But here we do have this depiction of you could be your own worst enemy here. And to allow yourself to overcome opposition, to overcome oppression, to overcome your own insecurities here. Okay, with these two cards coming out together. But they don't want me to put them in the spread. They do want the Queen of Swords. So source for pile number 3, how will they become successful? Thank you. For pile number 3, source, how will they become successful? How will pile 3 become successful, source? Okay, thank you. Yeah. You've got options. All right, let's see what we got coming out here. Something about your emotions very strong here. Yeah, it's, oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, I know it looks a little scary. Don't worry. Don't worry. You've been really cold to yourself, okay? This is something you've been really cold about, things that maybe didn't make sense. So I'm going to use an example here, but remember that whatever your situation is, it might not even be this at all, but using my example to, you know, to your situation, you got to make it fit the way it works for you. Okay. That's just how it is. But the thing is here, it's like, say you're a psychic medium. And say that you see ghosts, okay? Like you see, oh, you see dead people, okay? Like I'm not trying to be funny about it, but it just came out, right? Like just say, let's just say that, okay? And it's like you, when you were a child, you maybe told your family, oh, I see my Auntie Claire. And they're like, your Auntie Claire is dead. And you're like, yeah, but my Auntie Claire is trying to tell me to tell you she says this, you know, or whatever it is. Or maybe you were just having a conversation with her and they saw you talking to nobody, right? And it scared them, and so they made a huge deal about it. Maybe they took you to therapy. Maybe they told you you don't have imaginary friends anymore. You're too old for that, whatever the case may be. And so your whole life, while you locked it away, which we see here with the strength in reverse, repression, right? This is repression of old memories, repression of old things that mattered to you, repression of things that hurt, whatever it was, you repressed it. And with this Page of Cups here in the middle, we're looking at being cold to yourself because it is something that matters to you. Okay, but being cold to yourself because it's what you were taught, maybe by someone who is a Libra, maybe by someone who was a mother, maybe by someone who was a matriarch in the family. You know, it scared the living daylights out of them, and so they did everything that they could to keep you away from that. And so every time it like comes up, like maybe you see a flash, or maybe you're out late at night and you see somebody walking and then suddenly they disappear. It's almost like you spend time beating yourself up, like, oh my gosh, you're crazy, you shouldn't be thinking these things, you shouldn't be, you know, like, I need to go somewhere to be fixed, I'm broken, or something like that. Like, you're just very cold to yourself. And that's what it's saying here, and that's why you took the key and you unlocked it. You're going to start seeing more and more of whatever that gift was. It's going to start coming back. And with it, it's going to bring up those emotional memories that, you know, like if your family was really rude or cruel or ruthless to you because of your gift, because they didn't understand it, right? Like, that's the thing. It's like comes down to because they don't understand it and it scares them. They project that fear onto you, and then in turn, you internalize that fear. And through internalizing that fear, now you're living your life based on an internalized fear of yourself. It's not of what this is. It's of yourself, because it's a part of you. Okay, so like if you're a medium, and this is part of your mediumship skills, is that you have the ability to see, right? And I don't know what clair that's connected to, but you have the ability to see. And that scares you. Well, I don't want to see ghosts. That scares me. No, what you're saying to yourself is that I don't want to see ghosts because I'm scared of what my abilities are. I'm scared of myself. But if your ability is to see ghosts, you weren't given this to haunt you. You were given this because it was your gift to bear. And it may feel like a burden, but in truth, it will be a blessing once you begin to explore it. And that's what we're saying here. You have to have the option to see things from a different place. It's not a burden. It's not a responsibility that's not yours. This is your responsibility. You've just had people in the past who have made you feel awful about it. But once you come back into connection with your own internal feelings about yourself and trusting yourself, then you will begin to blossom, and you'll realize that it was never that scary to begin with. You know, maybe again with the mediumship, it's easy to say that this is something that could scare people because, like, well, what about dark entities? What about this? What about that? You know, like, I don't want to manifest a demon. I don't want to manifest this. Well, it's all about your intention. You know, don't just open yourself up to everyone. Okay, like, it's very important for you to communicate with higher light and love. It's very important for you to set an intention of who you would like to connect with, you know, and you'll know, the energy will tell you if it's good, if it's bad. And if it's bad, you can banish it. You're the one that has all the power. But when we let our fear run us, then our fear is what has power over us. And that's why low vibrational entities can attach to us in that way. Okay, and again, it might not even be mediumship for you. I'm just trying to paint a picture for you. I mean, it could just be even art. Maybe you're an excellent artist and you've been an excellent artist since you were a kid and no one could figure it out, and it scared them that here you are 2 years old drawing paintings that are far beyond people who've gone to school for years and years. You know, and so that scared them, because how could this child have this talent? It's your talent. It's your skill. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they're saying here. It's like, don't be afraid of your abilities. Yeah, this is something that tore you up. But look, I love this depiction. Okay, because you have the 6 of Wands here with the Tower, or the 6 of Clubs here. It's like, this is where your success comes from. This is where you gain traction. This is where you gain people who are going to stand by you. This is where you gain people who are going to celebrate you for who you are, but you have to let go of this idea that's maybe connected to your family, but it's something that's left you in a stalemate. This is something that's left you stuck out of fear. I cannot take action due to my fear, but this is the completion of a process for you. So we have the 5 of Hearts, or equally the 5 of Cups. And every time I see this card, I always think about don't cry over spilt milk. Like, that's the thing that comes through for me here. 5 is all about networking here, though. This 5 of Cups in the Tarot Marseille is talking about let's network. You need to network with other people. You need to get away from your normal social circles, because your normal social circles right now may be a reflection of your past, and that may be triggering you into not taking the steps necessary to your dreams, to what's meant for you, okay? And that's why it's no longer in your energy to sit here and say, woe is me, like, oh my gosh, like my family treated me like this, so-and-so treated me like that. It's to say that is something that you can use as fuel to get you to the next level. Here we have the Hangman once again with the 2 of Swords, or the 2 of Spades. It's coming through saying that you have a choice to put yourself on a positive path because you've outgrown this energy. You've outgrown the hurt. You've outgrown the pain. That's why you're going to be a leader in whatever industry you go into, but it has to come from you. You're the one that has to see clearly. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Right? Like, you can see now, but you're the one that has to take off the blindfold. You're the one that has to let yourself see. If you're going to see with your third eye, that's fine, but you have to let yourself see. Then we have the Queen of Hearts here, also depicting the Empress. This is about allowing yourself to mother yourself, to nurture yourself, to care for yourself, to let yourself be who you are. You do not need to impress anybody, okay? And this gift is not here to impress anybody. This gift is for you to express yourself. That's the only reason that we're ever given a gift to begin with, is because it's a part of our expression, our divine expression. And if we're running from it, we're running from a vital part of ourselves. And so the Empress here is asking you to come back home. Come back home to you. Because you deserve to be seen as you are. But first, in order for anyone else to see you, you must see yourself, right? Take off the blindfold here. It's time for you to see. It's time for you to come home to you. To open your heart to your gift and not be so scared of it anymore. It may be unexplainable, but you're not here to explain it. It's been given to you to express. Do you see the difference? Not to tell people, like, when people are like, why are you like that? I don't know, but I am. We have Aquarius energy on the bottom. Originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. This is something that's very unique to you. Whatever it is, it's very unique to you, pile 3. Okay? You've lived enough time. You've lived enough time taking care of others. Look, we have responsibility, meerkat coming out. Number 16. You've lived enough time seeing life through the eyes of other people. Letting them convince you that you had other things to deal with. What was I saying here? We had the 10 of Wands coming out here. This is not a burden to bear, right? It's like taking on responsibilities that were not yours by believing what other people said of you. No. It's time for you to see yourself, and that's what's standing in your way here. Okay? And then we had number 17. Look, we have the 16 and 17 card coming out together here. We have authenticity, wolf. Exactly what I was saying. This is something that's very authentic to you. Okay, and I do feel like time frame wise, we're looking at 8 to 12 months is the energy that I'm getting. But let's see if we get some more from the cards. Okay. Let's get some more cards on its source. What else can we tell pile number 3? How and when will they be successful? Yeah, you're not realizing just how strong you are. And it may be a mountain to climb, but you know what? That's where your strength comes from. That's where you get to see your own ability and experience the promise of Source, the promise of love, the promise of wealth, the promise of health, the promise of truth, the promise of you. Whatever that is. Thank you. We've expressed love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation with the number 19. Like we have 16, 17, and then we have 19. I thought there was 18 for some reason. Oh, okay. And then we have romance on the bottom. Lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. I don't know why I was thinking 16, 17, 18, 19, but I feel like they're just showing me that there's a progress here. You're making progress. There's something about love. Okay, you may have come from one of the other piles as well, but I do feel like when you give to people your gift, when you give your talent, your gift, when you give that to people, you're going to see not only do you appreciate them, but they're going to appreciate you. And they're going to be able to give you affection. They're going to be able to give you love. It's going to feel new to you. That's what I'm getting here. I definitely feel like 8 to 12 months is a very good time frame here. Like it's not going to be something that's coming really soon. Okay, we have Xana on the bottom here. You were protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I asked you to relax and feel safe. I cannot make this up. What was I just talking about? Like if you're a psychic medium and that fear of connecting with bad entities or demonic entities or something like that, you know, and then here we have Xana, the angel, coming through saying you are protected from all types of harm. Like that's exactly what I was trying to say. It's like you're in this place of you have to realize just how strong you are. Because in truth, when we are getting attacked by low vibrational entities, it's because we're letting fear guide us. But if we don't let fear guide us and we know that we're in control of who we let into our energy, then we realize that nothing can harm us if we don't give it power to. You know, my mom used to tell me that when I was a child. I used to have some really crazy nightmares. And I was so afraid of bad energies and the devil and all that stuff. You know, I grew up in a very Christian home, and I'm not religious now by any means, but that doesn't mean that I stopped believing all that stuff. But the thing is that she would tell me, she would give me a big old hug, and she would tell me, she's like, you know what, Becky? She's like, you are always going to be the one that's stronger than they are. She's like, if you tell them to leave you alone, she said, they have to leave you alone. And that's something that ever since I was little, I've believed, and it's worked every time. Like, I've connected with low vibrational energies. I've connected with very, very dark entities as well. And it was interesting because I had a dream not so long ago where I had a demonic energy that was trying to gain access to my mind. And all of my angels were sitting. It was so weird. It was like I was having a sleepover. I'm just going to tell you this real quick, and I want you to understand the power of this belief, okay? I was having like a sleepover with friends and family. My mom, my grandma were there. All the people that have passed away in my life were there. But it was all women. This is so weird. It was all women. And it was like my guides and my spirit guides and my angels that I've talked to. And they were all there. And we were all in this room. And this demonic energy was trying to come in. And there was like a whole room, a whole aisle of connected minds where these demonic energies were trying to get in. And there were priests all over that were trying to do exorcisms. And it was so funny because this demonic energy tried to shove the door open. And like all of my guides went over and they held the door shut. And all I could, and it was like, there were times when I couldn't speak in my dreams. Like I would try to speak. And I guess I was trying to talk in real life. And so I could just mumble and I couldn't understand myself. But it came out so clearly. It was like, the power of Christ compels you. I cannot make this up. And I started screaming it at the top of my lungs in my dream. And then everybody started chanting it with me in the room. And it was so weird. The door, it shut. And it was like, it was locked by some magical power. And it was like you could feel the weight of the room was just, it lifted off of all of us. And I woke up immediately afterwards. And when I woke up, it was like someone had taken something off of my chest. Like it was like something had been weighing on me for a long time and they took it off my chest and I didn't know, right? I didn't know, but my guides and source made it clear to me. And I'm not telling you this to scare you. I'm telling you this to help you understand that you're the one that has power in your life. But if you don't believe that you have power, then it will be very easy for lower vibrational energies to get to you. And that's only if we're talking to a psychic medium here, okay? And really, in general, that's anybody can be susceptible to those energies. So if you feel like you're connecting with lower vibrational energies, then ask your guides to help clear you, to help cut ties, to help put you in a protective bubble, okay? So look, we have number 48, 12. Again, the perspective is so much for you. Perspective. We have 12 coming out many times here. 12, 12, 12. Okay. We have the hangman on this card. So that's 12. So 2 and 12. But I do feel like a year is very important for you. We have time for beginner mind. What was I saying? Like the whole time here, we're talking about delving in and understanding this gift for yourself. What does it mean for you to explore this gift, right? Oh, hello. I was going to turn it upside down. We have number 5. A rebirth is assured with Bat. Look, what was I saying? This rebirth, this transformation. I cannot make this stuff up. I can't. Okay, so we have house 3, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. This is confirmation of what I was feeling, that this happened to you between the ages of 1 and 12. Like, I cannot make that up. This is something that was early childhood. This happened to you when you were young. It was from either your childhood family ships, this family situationships. This could have been siblings that helped with this. It could have been anybody, but they tried to play on your rational mind, and that's what they were communicating to you. And so you've lived from your rational mind for a long time. It's not that that's bad, but this is asking you to connect with your emotional intelligence, which is a little bit different than your rational mind, right? And then we have Akasha. I cannot make this up. This is the Akashic Records, the angel Akasha. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. You could be a Pisces as well. That's a message coming through here. A Pisces highly aspect in your chart. You may want to check out where your third house is, or what's in your third house. But you're someone that's helping them awaken to their gifts, which makes so much sense, right? Because it's like it's new for you, but this is something that's going to help you teach others to be the leader, which is what we've talked about. Look, and I love this card here. It's also, I feel like this is going to bring in love for you. But I do feel like this is a gem from source coming down through your crown chakra here, right? It's like this heart, but this gem inside of it. It's like source is giving you the gift. It's like you went through a certain amount of, trials and errors and tribulations that now it's like you've opened yourself up to gaining access to your ancient wisdom. The wisdom that's followed you through lifetimes, okay? The wisdom that followed you because of just your ability to connect. Whatever it is that you believe in, that's fine. What I'm saying here is like finally the stars are aligning. Finally it's in your favor. This is like making a wish upon a shooting star. It's like your soul made this wish a long time ago and finally you're able to connect with it, right? What do we have? The transformer. I cannot make this up. We have number 20 coming in here. I transform myself as a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly. Look at that. So 2 and 12, right? 2 and 12. So this could be between 2 to 12 months, but I do feel like it's a year for most. And the reason I say that is because it's like there does feel like there's something else that you have to go through here. And it has to do with self. It's opening up to yourself. And there's going to be time in gaining traction for what that is and opening up to yourself on the journey. But this isn't this is absolutely an incredible reading. If you feel like this is your reading, leave a wolf emoji down below in the comments and say, I open up to my authentic self, to let other pile threes know that you made it through the end. Leave me a thumbs up down below. But I am going to go ahead and leave this here. I had a lot of fun with you today on your reading, pile 3. I hope you did too. I want to go ahead and take a quick second to thank your guide, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this beautiful message. And until next time, Pile 3, stay human. Bye.